All right, here we are with the first longer translation from stage 5 of Cambridge Latin, in teatro actores, which means in the theater, actors. Now, notice that I've already put up the English translation on the right-hand side. The point of this isn't for you to translate this. I will be going through the translation with you, and I'll explain the grammar. But really, the point is for you guys to understand what each and every one of these words are doing. And I'd like you to color code them to demonstrate that knowledge when you submit these slides. So let's go ahead and jump through the translation, and I will explain what each part of speech is doing in the Latin, and that will help you. So, magna turba est in orbe. A large crowd is in the city. So the subject right here is turba, the adjective that is modifying it, is magna. Est is the verb. In orbe is the locatival ablative prepositional phrase. So a large crowd is in the city. Feminae et puellae sunt in turba. Women and girls are in the crowd. So the two subjects of this sentence are feminae and puellae, and they're both first declension nominative plurals linked with this conjunction et. Sunt is the copulate verb. That is the plural, third person plural verb right there. And in turba is again another locatival ablative prepositional phrase. Senes quoque et juvenes sunt in turba. All right, so senes and juvenes are the two subjects of this next sentence, and they're both third declension plurals. We can tell because there's an es ending on both of them. Quoque is an adverb, it means also, and et is the conjunction that is linking these two together. And sunt is the verb, and in turba is, again, the locatival ablative prepositional phrase. So old men and also youths are in the crowd. Servi odie non laborant. So servi is the nominative subject. It is a nominative plural, and it is second declension. Odie is an adverb. It means today. Non is another adverb that negates the verb, and the verb is laborant. We can tell it's plural because the nt. So the slaves are not working today. All right. Senes hodie non dormiunt. So senes is our third declension nominative plural subject. Hodie is again our adverb. Non is another adverb. Dormiunt is the plural verb, third person plural verb. So today, the old men are not sleeping. All right. Mercatores odie non sunt occupati. So mercatores is the nominative plural third declension subject. Odie is again our adverb, non is an adverb, sunt is our verb, and occupati is a nominative adjective. Now, notice that this adjective is not directly modifying mercatores, but sunt is the plural, third person plural copulate verb, right? So it links the two together. It links the mercatores, the subject, with this predicate adjective. And remember that sunt is one of those verbs that will take two nominatives, which is why mercatores and occupati are both in the nominative, and they're both plural. But remember what I said about adjectives. Adjectives only have to match in case, number, and gender. So they are both nominative. Es and I are both nominative endings. They are both masculine. Mercatores is third declension, so it can be masculine or feminine. Occupati is second declension, so it has to be masculine, or most of the time it is. Almost all the time it is. And they're both plurals. Es is a plural ending. I is a plural ending. The only thing that they do not need to match in is their declensions. So mercatores is third declension. Occupati is second. But they are going together. All right, Pompiani sunt otiosi. Pompiani is it's a second declension, nominative plural. Sunt is the copulate verb, that's third person plural, and otiosi is the predicate adjective that it's going with. So the Pompeians are relaxing is a way that you could put that. Otiosus, it sort of means like you're not working, you are on holidays. So any of those translations work, but just know that the structure of this sentence is that this is the nominative subject, sunt is the linking or copulate verb, and otiosi is the predicate adjective that is being linked to the Pompeians. So the Pompeians equal people on holiday. Okay. Urbs tamen non est quieta. The city, however, is not quiet. Now, this is where things get even more interesting. Urbs is a third declension nominative singular noun. And tamen is an adverb, just means however. Non is an adverb, it's negating est. Est is a linking verb. And it is linking urbs to quieta. Quieta is an adjective meaning quiet or peaceful. So urbs is third declension, but it is feminine. So you can tell this because most place names in the ancient world end in A, like Roma, Graecia, or Italia. They are feminine. Most places are feminine in Latin. And since a city is a place, it also is feminine. Now, this is different from, say, a room or building, which is often neuter, but physical places that you could put on a map are usually feminine. So urbs is third declension, but it's feminine. And we can tell that it's feminine because est is linking this word to the adjective quieta, which is first declension, nominative singular. So both of these are nominative singulars. Both of them are, both are nominative singulars, and both are feminine. So they're matching in case, number, and gender. They're just not matching in their declension. Pompeiani ad theatrum contendunt. Okay, so the Pompeians hurry towards the city. Pardon me, the theater, not city. The Pompeians hurry towards the theater. So Pompeians is the nominative subject. Contendent is the plural, third person plural verb. And ad theatrum is an accusative prepositional phrase, and it's accusative. We can either say it's of motion towards or of orientation. Both work. A magnus clamor est in urbe. A great clamor is in the city. Right, or there is a great clamor in the city. Either are perfectly good translations. Magnus is second declension, clamor is third declension. Magnus is the adjective, clamor is the noun. We can see they match in case, number, and gender, even if they don't match in declensional endings. So great clamor is in the city. Est is the verb. In urbe is again locatival ablative, third declension. All right, agricolae urbem intrant. This is the first time we've seen a plural transitive verb. So the farmers are a first declension, plural. So agricola means farmer. And even though it's first declension, it's actually masculine. So it's one of those exceptions to the rule. So the farmers enter, that's their main verb, the city. The direct object of the entering is the urbem, so it's going to be an accusative singular. So that would be yellow. Nautai urbem petunt. Nautai is another first declension nominative plural. And again, it is also masculine. So a nauta is a sailor. And because most sailors were men, this became a masculine noun by default. So they are petunt, and we know the word petio. It's or peto. It means to attack, to make for, to seek, to go towards. In this case, so the sailors are making for the city, and the city urbem is the direct object. It's a singular accusative. Pastores de monte veniunt et ad urbem contendunt. This is interesting because we have two verbs going with one plural subject, and the plural subject is pastores, the shepherds, third declension, plural, come, so that's venio, they come from the mountain, and this is an ablative prepositional phrase. It's an ablative of separation. So these shepherds come from the mountain, and the shepherds also hurry towards the city. This is the second verb. It's a plural verb that goes off of pastores. So we've got two main verbs. And then we've got, this is our second prepositional phrase. And this is an odd plus accusative. It's an accusative of motion towards or orientation, either or. Turba per portam ruit. So turba is the first declension nominative singular subject. Ruit is our verb, it means rushes, and per portam it's what's called an accusative of extent. So it's expressing motion through something. So the crowd rushes through the gate, right? Rushes through the gate. Shouldn't be to the gate, it should be through the gate. Per means it's extending through something. Nuntius in foro clamat. We get the word announce actually from nuntius. It means an announcer. So this is a second declension nominative singular, and it means the announcer. Here's our verb, shouts. And where does he shout? in the forum. The announcer shouts in the forum, and that is a locatival ablative prepositional phrase. Actores sunt in orbe. The actors are in the city. So third declension, nominative plural. Sunt is our verb, and in orbe is that locatival ablative prepositional phrase. Actores sunt in teatro. Same exact thing. Nominative subject, plural verb, and teatro, locatival ablative. Priscus fabulum dat. All right, priscus is the subject here, and it is a second declension noun. It's a nominative singular. Dat is our verb. It literally means gives. And fabulum is a first declension accusative singular. It means a story or a play. Now, we can't literally translate this. We can't say Priscus gives a story. That doesn't make sense. What it means, however, is it means that he is putting on a play. So he's staging a production. You could translate this as Priscus is putting on a play, or Priscus is staging a production. Either is fine. But if you say that he is giving a story, that's not correct, even if that's what it literally says. It's not a correct translation into English. It won't communicate the correct meaning. All right. So fabulum is the direct object of dat, by the way. Priscus fabulum optimum dat. So Priscus is putting on the best play. So optimum is modifying fabulum. So subject, direct object, adjective describing the direct object, and our verb. Actores sunt actus et sorex. Actores is our nominative subject. Sunt is our copulate verb. And then the predicate nominatives, that is to say the nominatives that are being linked to this plural subject, are actus et sorex, two nominative singulars. So there are more than one actors, and the actors' names are actus and sorex, being linked with this conjunction. So we can imagine actors equal to one plural subject equals two singular predicate nominatives. Right? So it's collectively they are plural. Caecilius et Metella e Villa discedunt. Caecilius and Metella depart from the house. Okay, so Caecilius and Metella, they're both nominative singulars linked together by this et. Collectively, they make a plural, and that's why this verb is plural. So Caecilius and Metella depart from the house, and this is a prepositional phrase that is an ablative of separation, just like de monte up here is an ablative of separation. All right. Argentarius et uxor al theatrum amilant. So the banker and we'll say his wife. We'll add in a word his to make more sense in English. So that, but it literally says the banker and the wife ambulant walk towards the theater. So two nominative singular subjects. Uxor is a third declension, by the way. Argentarius is second declension. So the banker and the wife walk towards the theater. And that is an accusative of motion towards, right there, prepositional phrase. Clemens et Melissa a theatrum contendunt. So Clemens and Melissa hurry towards the theater. So two singular subjects, third declension and first declension, linked by a conjunction. Then we've got our main verb there, contendant, and then a prepositional phrase that is accusative of motion towards. Sed grumio in villa manet. So sed is a conjunction, it means but grumio remains in the house. So grumio is a third declension nominative subject. Manet is our verb, we get the word remain from there. And in villa is another locatival ablative. All right, that's a lot of detail. I went through that in probably more detail than you needed, but hopefully it helps you. If there's any questions, I'm sure that you'll let me know and I can answer them. All right, I will see you in the next video.